on our way to the after party. And I'm so lucky because I've got Destiny's Child in my ride. Yeah. Straight from Houston, Texas, representing. And I wanted to talk a little bit about movies. And I see y'all nice and casual after the big award show, so get ready to party.
That's right.
I want to talk to you all about movies. You know, Will Smith is in Wild Wild West and Enemy of the State and Out of Sight with Jennifer Lopez. And has anybody ever offered you guys any movie roles yet? Because you know y'all looking like you could do it.
Not yet. I mean, we've had a couple of offers, but right now we're really concentrating on our second album, The Writing's on the Wall. We're trying to promote that, and we're going to get some acting classes before we do some movies. But we definitely want to do that in the future.
Right. Let's see now. Leading men you'd like to play opposite.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy I would.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget Eddie Murphy.
It's a lot of them out there.
I can't work with Eddie because I would not stop laughing. They would actually call me the goof
I
for the
play
set.
opposite Sean and Marlon Wayne.
Yeah.
Jay. We had me laugh.
Yeah.
But speaking of movies, let's take a look at some of the movies we have featured.
All right.
Fuck that for you.
Yeah, we're still rolling here with Destiny's Child, and I wanted to get into a little bit about image. Now, you guys just came off stage and you're confident enough to, you know, wear your casual clothes and even go and party and so forth. And a lot of people in hip-hop and rap artists seem to think that maybe image isn't that important. You can just kind of be and do what you want to do. How does that affect you, and what do you think about image in terms of Destiny's Child?
We think image is very important. I think it's your image that sets you apart from other groups. And we're just Destiny's Child. That's all we can be. And what you see is what you get. And that's about it, really.
Sometimes I think imaging is overrated because now a lot of people have great imaging, but not as much talent.
Yeah.
And I think one of the great things about Destiny's Child is we really concentrate on our image, but we also think talent is just as important. So, I mean, as long as you be yourself and you don't let anybody change your image.
That's right.
Because we do a lot of our clothes. My mother is our stylist, and she works with us with our clothes. So a lot of things that we wear came from us. So we're just ourselves. I mean, like, I'm more urban. LaToya is more sexy, and so is Latavia. And Kelly is more conservative. But
Kelly's kind of posh to me. The posh spice thing with the little jacket. What am I talking about? I got on a little jacket and boots and shoes.
It's that collar, because we saw posh in this jacket.
Yeah.
What do you think about this new Whitney look? How do you?
I think
she looks great.
I think Whitney looks great. She is putting her thing down for real. I mean, Whitney is a wonderful artist, and I like the way she came back this time, and it was a change. You know, it was younger. And the young kids really like that, and she knows that that's really where it is now. You know, the young kids go buy you.
And so I'm really into the 70s and 80s, and I really am pleased with how the hip-hop generation has sort of reached back into that well. Now, there are classic tracks. Do you have any favorite classic tracks, and you know, which ones are they?
Anything by Marvin Gaye?
I really appreciate 70s music. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, Aretha Franklin,
Luther
Al
Vandross,
Green.
The Emotions.
Yes, the Supremes. I mean, like, 70s music to me is just, I don't know, it's like back to the roots. And no matter how old I used to talk to my mom, and I'd be like, well, when people hear Back That Thing Up, is that going to be like an old song? She's like, nah, the songs that are old to me now are going to be old to you and old to your kids. Because it ain't nothing like the music from the 70s.
What do you think of the cover versions? Are they doing justice to the music that, you know, that which they're reaching back from? What do you
I
think?
personally think that it's very hard to redo a cover song and have the cover song sound as good as the original.
Yeah.
Some people, very few people, have
does good.
redone a cover song and did it better. But usually the original is always better.
But I think also, thank goodness, the fact that, I mean, I found that a lot of people think that, you know, they never heard the original, so they don't even
think
know
that
the
the
difference.
cover song is the original
But people
song.
like Puffy and yourselves, you know, artists, reach back, and the masses sort of just, you know, seem to adapt these old themes as if they're fresh and new. But it's good to know that you guys and, you know, and other artists out there who are creating these things know and give props to those to those artists.
I think it also helps. Well, I'm sorry, B. I think it also helps our generation and the generation after us learn about old songs, because it's songs out now that I didn't know were cover songs, or I didn't know were samples until I hear that old song. I'd be like, hey, that's where that came from.
Especially when you listen to it with your parents, they're like, oh, I remember that.
Like, no,
this is new. You don't know what you're talking
On
about.
our first album, we did a song called Bridge, and we had no idea that it had the sample from Simply Beautiful, Al Green. And I love Simply Beautiful, and I didn't even catch it.
But I think it's a difference when people use the music of the song or the track of the song or some of the melody of the song, but don't totally redo the song. I think it's better when you just use like the track of the song and redo it than try to redo what another artist has done, because that's like their music, that's their creation.
You gotta put a lot into it to try to top.
Yeah, I think, but you guys should also, if you do that, then I think people should read the notes and find out. And I think in the notes that the artists have, they should say this,
it should be
where,
more like
where
a
it came
tribute.
from. So therefore, you're teaching,
And a lot of times people have a tendency to do too much on remakes. Like, if it's simple, it sounds best simple sometimes, and then you put it. That's like Beyonce was saying. It's just something about the original, even though it might be simpler, it might not have as much harmony. It's just that song.
Yeah, and it tends to have less beat. Like now, somebody will have to put like extra bass in it or some extra hats or something. But when you hear the original, it's like more.
The less the better.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys get a chance to hear some of my stuff, because I'm working on some things. It's a work in progress. It has all those things we're talking about here.
Right.
So, just a little word.
Little plug for 'em.